Yeah, here we're up here checking out the heifers. They're in here, kind of push them out in the morning when we come up to check the waters.
Come on, come on.
They get a little spooky every once in a while, but they're usually pretty tame. Just kind of hang out. We just get the building cleared out. We shut this gate up here, as you'll see, and kind of open everything up to do chores the easiest. Waters. This one, they can still drink out if they had to, but I'll bust it open a little bit.
That's cold on the hand. It's cold as balls out there. It's in the negatives pretty good and really windy. And all those PETA people think we're out here abusing our animals, and we're the ones out here sub-zero weather, taking care of them, feeding them, watering them, making sure everything's good. They're at home eating their lettuce and greens and talking about how we treat our animals bad.
Right here I'm throttling up. The RPM gauge doesn't work like it should in this tractor, so we just kind of gotta make sure just from our sound that we think we're in the right spot for RPMs. Here I come in and I get some corn silage. I gotta pull back the plastic, make sure I don't rip that. Makes it a lot harder to get your corn silage. Sometime in the future I'll do a video just on the Cloverdale feed wagon. That thing mixes feed great. Obviously shortened up the process of how long this takes and how many scoops of corn, silage, and haylage and stuff we put in, but I'm mixing up here about 5,000 pounds total between silage, haylage, and just actual hay. Sometimes it looks like you're wasting a lot, but you're really not. It's usually just the wind blowing light pieces out. Because my dad would kill me if I wasted too much feed. You see the mixers in there cutting those up, big knives on there, real sharp knives, and cut everything up. Now I just switched over to the this is actually haylage. Get more protein and stuff for the cows. Now I'm going over to get some more dry matter for the just regular loose hay. We've already ground this up, set it out here. It's just when we need a little extra hay to put in with our mixture. I'm switching to our forks. I go put we'll get a hay bale on here and throw it in. Usually our hay bale is around 14 to 1600 pounds, depending on that's how much of that extra hay we just put in. And seems to work best for us to put the hay in last, the hay bale, so it doesn't throw it out the side. After I latch them, I always check to make sure I push down to make sure they won't come off. I have seen and maybe have done before accidentally dropped my bucket into the feed wagon, and that is not what you want to do. You just always want to check that, make sure it doesn't happen. I don't know if you can notice from the views or not, but this is 2 different days of filming, only a day or 2 apart. But it makes it a little more interesting. We have the different angles. So you notice here there's snow and then there's not. That's only about a 2 or 3 day difference. And the weather's always changing here in Iowa. So here you get to see the bale. I just wanted to show a little bit of where it starts. And then here I fast forward and then slow down and show a couple different times that we're going around. The only time it ever throws anything out is if we don't have the RPM set right, which does happen sometimes with this tractor since the RPM gauge doesn't work. If you had the RPM gauge where you knew right where you're at, you'd have the perfect setting every time, you wouldn't have any problems. But it really tears up the bale. This now, regular grass hay is the hardest thing to grind in these wagons. It takes longer. If you're doing alfalfa or stock bales, it just only a matter of 2-3 minutes and it's good to go. This is about, overall there's about 20 minutes from when I started putting this bale in until you'll see the end product coming up. It just takes a little while to mix. There's the final product there. We can feed about 9,000 pounds of feed out of this wagon in one load. Right now we're only doing about 5.
Feed's done. Head out and feed these cows.
Right here's where we're unloading. With all that hay in there, it unloads a little slower than you gotta stop every once in a while. But the feed's great. It works really well. I love this wagon that we bought.
Okay, I'll show you what this feed looks like once it's all done up. Cows love it, as you can tell. Okay, here's this really nice mixture of hay, haylage, and silage. Mixed in there real nice. This is the pretty much a perfect mixture of the feed. They lick it all the way up. They love it. It's good stuff. By feeding out here in this field where we actually grow the silage, the benefit of that is the manure is right out here on the field. So all we gotta do in the spring is rip this field and then work it once before we plant it, and it's good to go. It's got fertilizer on it, doesn't cost anything, and we don't have to haul it, don't have to pay for fuel to do that, so it works out real well.
Alright, right here we're done with the feed wagon. I plug it back in just to make sure it starts in the cooler weather. You never know if it's going to be cold or warm the next day. Then we go on to do some more feeding. Right here I'm bringing in a hay bale to the heifers. I gotta set it down here, jump out, run over. I skip to it, but I run over and shut one gate, open the other gate, get back in and take the hay on out to the heifers. I only gotta do this about once a week to the heifers here. They don't eat the hay that fast. You guys can let me know what angles you like the best. I try using different angles with the GoPros and get some unique angles. I've got some videos out there where we're actually inside the feed wagon while it's mixing. It works pretty well. I like the unique views. I normally don't carry the bale this high, but I knew the camera was up there and it wouldn't be able to see anything, so skip on out here and dump this in the feeder. By the way, if anybody likes these bale feeders, they can actually buy them from us. We sell those. Very heavy duty. We can actually move them with the bales in them. A brand new bale and very strong feeders. Right here I just threw a 5-gallon bucket of corn in. I'll go right now, head over to get a little silage. And this is what we feed our full-grown bulls just to keep them in shape for breeding season coming up this spring. There's I just get me just a little bit of silage. Not a lot. I actually get a little more than I should here, but they'll eat it. Right here I bring a full bucket of silage to the heifers here. We like to, right now we're just growing them, so give them just enough to keep fed, keep made up, and then they can eat that dry matter hay out there. And that's pretty much all there is for doing chores on most days. If we're not checking mineral and salt and all that, this is the average day.